Quantum Souls.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Quantum Souls. I'm Mike Arend, your host and author of the book You're the One, and also Infinite Success Academy. We're here today at Laguna. Now I'm going to step out of the way just for a sec so you can see that colorful, beautiful sign and the lagoon in behind. Isn't that awesome? It's a beautiful little lagoon up in the mountains here north of Coronado, Panama. It's about 50 kilometers north. We're at a higher elevation here, so it isn't quite as warm, but it gets a lot of rain, so I couldn't even walk all the way around the lagoon because the water level was too high. What I wanted to talk to you about today is energy. Everything, including us, is just energy. It doesn't matter. This camera I'm talking to, this tripod, my clothes, me, that house over there, there's sign, you, the chair you're sitting in. It does not matter. Everything in this universe is just energy. And energy vibrates all the time. It's always vibrating. It never sits still. Think of, small little atoms moving around all the time. Indeed, there's 53 trillion cells that make up me right now. But you can't see through them because they're vibrating at such a fast rate that I appear solid. And that's exactly what's happening with everything around us. Now, there's many different frequencies they can vibrate at. Think of, you hear a low sound or a high sound. Those are different frequencies, and as humans we can only hear, well, they say 20 to 20,000 hertz, but most humans can't hear that. I certainly can't, but maybe some of the young kids can still. But the frequency is very, very important, because if you constantly listen to negative news, bad things all the time, it's going into your subconscious mind, right through to your conscious mind, and this is how you act, and this is what you talk about, and that is why you may be having issues in your life and just walk around with a totally negative attitude, and nothing will ever fulfill you. You will never find any fulfillment or happiness because you are always negative. But you can change that. And Einstein was the one that said everything in this universe is energy, and energy vibrates. Now I'm paraphrasing here. Energy vibrates at a certain frequency. If you find the frequency that you want, where things are what you want to achieve, if you find that frequency, you cannot not get there or get that thing that you want. And he said, this is not philosophy, this is physics. And he knew that way back then even. So we are energy, and okay, we're back. I had a low battery warning on the camera. I had to quickly switch out the battery. So we were talking about what Einstein said, that if you can match the frequency of what you want, then you cannot not get it. So it's a perfect scenario that he has told us this so many years ago, yet we still don't do it. So, it's unimaginable how, somebody that works for 30, 40 years, has a good job, and has gone through life and still has trouble making mortgage payments. I was there too. And it's difficult to think about that, but things happen during the life that sometimes keeps us back from actually putting money away or investing, or we don't have the knowledge. And the other thing is that knowledge is not all it's cracked up to be. So let's say you have a book, and you read that book on that subject, and then you get to the end, and now you have some knowledge. And that's all well and good. That's like what we do when we went through, or did when we went through our schooling. But experience trumps knowledge every single time. So you experience something, you know how you did it, how you either got out of the situation or into the situation. That is experience, which is better than knowledge. So reading a book about investing in the stock market is one thing. Actually investing in the stock market and losing money and gaining money is experience. So there's two different things there. And sometimes I think we waste too much time on just the knowledge part, you know, sending our kids to post-secondary education and universities and colleges and all that, depending on, you know, hopefully they learn enough and then they get out in the real world and they still don't get hired. It's a rough world out there today. But, you know, life is hard, but we can make it easier by realizing that we have control over all this. Like, you know, get this into your head. You can control the rest of your life right from now, this very moment, this now moment. The past was back here, the future's over here, you're in the now, right? So you can look to the future, but what will your future look like? Will it look like your past? Do you want it to look like your past? Maybe you do, if you had a really good past. But don't you want something else to happen, even better? So you can do that. Change what you're doing, how you're doing it, and change yourself right now, today, standing here right now. Tell me on the screen, Mike, I'm going to change my habits, what I'm doing. I'm going to realize that I am a divine soul that came to this planet, and I am full of energy, and I can vibrate at the frequency I wish to. Not the low one, but the high one. And the higher you go, the better it gets. Have you ever seen Maslow's hierarchy of the triangle of hierarchies, where the base is so broad, it's a survival mode. It's like when we would have to live in the woods and try to survive. We can't do anything else but thinking about shelter and feeding ourselves. That's it, right? There's no room for anything else. But when you get out of there and you get to the next level and the next and the next, things become easier. And you get to the top level, which is the top level of the pyramid or the triangle, and that is where you can actually be just you, and you will be in high contact with a very high frequency. It varies in the frequencies as you go up that triangle. So it's all energy, folks, and it's all frequency. You can vibrate at the frequency you wish to do by doing things for others, serving others. That's really why we're here on this earth, to serve others, no matter what that is. Whether you're a mechanic, a nurse, a doctor, a politician, and they don't serve others too much. It's usually pretty self-serving in that arena, as we know. But whatever it is, you are here to serve people. And when you do, you will feel that joy and you will feel that fulfillment that you get by helping others. And that will raise your frequency. So stop being in the doldrums. Stop listening to negative news. Stop thinking about, oh, well, the wrong person got elected. It doesn't matter. Everything happens for a reason. And things will change all for the good. Although sometimes we see we're in a little bad position. But it'll all change for the good. So that's the message for today, here from La Laguna in Panama. I love you. And take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now. Hello everybody, just me again. If you want to find out who you really are, just look up here. And if you want to find out how to create success in your life and business, look right up here. Take care. Bye for now.